This comment stopped me in my tracks, and I have to read it to you guys. She said, I'm not 50 pounds overweight. I'm 175,000 calories in debt. And I had brought up in another video a financial analogy to fat loss. And it helped this girl come and comment and say, look, the way you put it like that, it just made me think of that. And the way she said it, the way she commented, made me think of even a different analogy, which is the one I'm going to share in this video. We attack debt like it's just straight up strategy. We don't panic over it. We know it's a big number and it could really be a scary number, but we know that, okay, we reverse engineered. We know this is the amount, this is what you're going to pay per month. And about these months, you're going to have it paid off. Yeah. Why don't we attack fat loss, weight loss in the same way? Why don't we strategize and say, look, I have a really scary number right now, but I'm going to attack it day by day. And I'm just going to do the daily deposits that I know I have to do to pay down this debt. And then one day, the debt does get paid down. One day you do get there if you continue to make those small deposits. So I drew this here. I drew this to help you guys kind of visually see, you know, the flat line. That's like homeostasis. That's you going back to normal, if not even better, in a place in the graph that you've never been. But debt is in the red line, in the end zone over here, down below. And however many calories, whatever debt you're in, if you can see it more like a math problem and less like an emotional problem, you'll start to realize, okay, I can build strategy and I can get through this. Here's how I'm going to get through this. Here's my plan in place. Here's what my daily deposits are going to be. You can't charge a credit card $5,000 and then expect that a $50 payment is going to get you somewhere. And you're also not going to get on a Friday and say, I'm going to pay all of this off right now. It's just not how you approach debt. So why do we do that with food? Why do we go all out on the weekend? I'm talking brunch, you know, enjoying yourself, snacks, everything, late night vibes. All the vibes. And then comes Monday, 2 days later, and you're like, I'm going to pay all of this debt down today. I'm going to eat 1,200 calories. I'm going to do 2 workouts. Like, I'm going to get back on track today. Like, that's not how we would approach debt. Why would we approach our life, our fitness in a different way? So what does being in debt really even mean? It means that one day on your credit card, you put more on there that you paid off, aka you ate more calories than you burned. So that's when you were in a calorie surplus. That's when you were in a caloric surplus and you were putting more on the credit card. And now it's time to pay that statement down. So now you have to be in a caloric deficit. And what does that even mean? That means that you have to eat a little less than you're burning. That
situation seems to be under control.
Being in a caloric deficit is going to allow you to spend more energy, aka make payments down on this credit card, spend more energy than you are intaking. And the thing is, you don't even have to go crazy with it. So for example, if you are eating 2,000 calories at a maintenance, well, you being at 1,800 calories now gives you a gap of 200. That 200 calorie difference is you consistently paying down this debt. That one day you had a surplus and now you want to be in a deficit in order to pay that debt. You want to be debt free, aka you want to be in your best body, yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. So, how are you going to get there? It's easier to have 200 calorie gap consistently than it is to stay at 2,000 and then one day wake up and be like, I'm only going to eat 1,000. Seriously, that suffering for that 1,000 calorie day, it's not going to make up for the 5 days that you could have accumulated 200. You're better off doing the 200, staying consistent, giving your body something reliable instead of sporadically going from all or nothing. All or nothing has literally trapped me for too long, way too long. Because, girl, that's not a payment plan. That is a panic plan. So instead of overcomplicating it, just focus on that gap. Focus on those consistent small payments that you can do repeatedly again and again and again. Don't think about how can I put 10,000 down on this debt, because then your back might be against the wall and that might be all you got. And figuratively speaking, you can't really do that with calories, but you could put yourself in a panic mode, which just keeps this cycle going. Almost like when you're trying to save money. You shouldn't be shopping as much, so you're like, okay, I'm not going to track every single dollar, but I'm just going to focus on not buying things. And that's going to help you. So just focus on the 200 gap. Focus on that small, consistent deposit that you could do on a daily basis. Really, I was feeling stuck, not because I wasn't doing anything, but it was because I would go from having no plan to having a plan I can't even sustain. You're not failing, you're just not treating this like something that compounds little by little, again and again. It stacks. So instead of asking, how can I lose weight as soon as possible, ask, what small deposit can I make today? Same way you don't wake up debt-free overnight, you're not going to be in the body of your dreams overnight. Have a plan, execute it, make sure it's consistent, make sure it's sustainable. And if this made things click for you, subscribe and hit the bell, and I'll see you on the next one.